That's a little better for you. All right, got some new news on platinum. So if you come in live stream, I'm reading this news. Okay. Global demand for platinum will see a 28% uptick this year compared to 2022, while supply will decrease by 1%. That is not including the power blackouts in South Africa when this report was written. 1% year on year. Platinum the platinum deficit for 2023 will be around 983,000 ounces. The WPIC report said, which is a 77% upward revision from its last forecast in March. Power cuts, war, hybrid cars are predicted to cause platinum price to surge in 2023. I expect it to surpass its all-time high of $2,270 this year myself. The price of platinum has surged this year thanks to factors including power cuts in South Africa, who mine 90% of the platinum, and war in the Ukraine, because Russia mines the other 5%. The rest of the world has 5%. So Ukraine war and power outages, platinum's goodbye. Due to positive macroeconomic fundamental drivers, macroeconomic, not charts, macroeconomic fundamentals and fundamental drivers, we expect platinum to be profitable investment. Hold on, let me reread that. I totally screwed that up. Due to positive macroeconomic and fundamental drivers, we expect platinum to be a profitable investment in 2023. Supply side constraints and consumption supported by increased regulations aiming at reducing pollution in the automotive industry will tighten the market balance of the platinum market. That was weird to read. Precious metals like gold is one option available to you, but all investments come with their risk. Platinum carries greater volatility than other choices, making it more susceptible to price drops. Meanwhile, gold's relatively stable, but neither will do as in short term will do well in inflationary environments. Platinum is rarer than gold, and its demand is strong across several industries, not just the car industry, but several industries. However, platinum is highly volatile precious metal that tends to see sharp swings in its price. This volatility can create opportunities for profit, but there's always a chance of losing it. Of course, that's what happens when you play in the stock market. Okay, the high, all-time high of platinum was reached in March of 2008. 2008 was a very, very bad year, kind of sort of like this year coming up. It's going to get very bad. But the all-time high was $2,270. So if you buy platinum right now at $930 something, you'll be doing pretty good. According to the U.S. Geological Survey report, we've got about 174 years of platinum left. And basically, that is all the news that I have on platinum. Hey, what's up? Sorry, I was reading from another page. I don't have multiple computers, long-lived coins. How you doing, my buddy? So I was reading the reports that I do at the beginning of all of my live streams. And it's like I said, it's on another... hey, how's it going, Thomas? It's on another tab. So I switch over to that tab and I read the information and give it to y'all. But all the experts at the WPIC were expecting platinum to go up and probably touch its all-time high. Oh, then there's going to be a lot of fucking platinum, Thomas. Hey, did you hear about the SEC or SCE? They're the ones controlling this weird commercial company backing dumb stuff, like what Budweiser did with that trans stuff. There's actually a company out there of 4,000 millionaire and billionaires that are pushing companies to follow what they want so they get a good social score. Have you heard about that one, guys? Yeah, we need to shut that company of 4,000 people down because they're the ones destroying our America, in my opinion. Ooh, that looks cool. Fire. But yep, that was the report on platinum. Still waiting to give Mickey. She hasn't gotten back to me with her address, but she won. And I'm sending out two 10th ouncers. It's obviously the Buffalo, and then a 1/4 ounce. That was from last live streams winning. Pat and Mickey won. Got a kitty cat claw. You can't see it. Too much light coming in the window. Kitty cat's clawing at the window to get outside at those birds. So any subject you guys want to talk about? Anything you might want to discuss? I know Thomas likes alligator meat. He lives in Mississippi, so there's probably a lot of it. Or Louisiana. Where do you live, Thomas? Louisiana. Louisiana. You live in Louisiana. Yeah, Celtic. You are 100% correct. And luckily here in America, we can fight that because we actually have laws that still kind of sort of protect us. Basically buy it. This last all-time high was in 2008. Bad financial situation in America. It hit $2,270. The conditions are the same. Bad economy. The difference this time is the production's a lot lower because South Africa has to cut power to its mines 50% of the day because their power plant doesn't produce enough power to supply power to the mines for them to mine it. So mining, what are you doing? Mining the metal of platinum is going to drop by approximately 15% on top of the deficit of 983,000 ounces that they were going to have. Add 15% to that, and they're going to be much more of a deficit. And another thing that hasn't been said yet, China is getting real big into hydrogen engines, which is requires platinum, and they plan on buying 50% of South Africa's supply by next year. And if you look at the numbers, when you do charting or any kind of research whatsoever, you'll find out right now, supposedly 50% of the platinum consumption is consumed by the catalytic converter car companies. That's 50%. So if China buys 50% and the car companies buy 50%, can you put together what's going to happen at that price? Because if they buy 100% of what's coming out of the ground before it hits retail or anything else, buy platinum, guys. Buy platinum. Next year, it's going to rocket. This year, it's going to rocket, but next year, it's going to be a lot better. New Orleans. Oh, you're one of those people that got kicked out when it turned into a pond, huh, Thomas? Hey, how's it going, Kevin? I just saw your latest video about them butterflies, eggs, and the spiders you have. What's up, Christopher? Hey, Jeff. Holy cow, the whole crowd's here. I feel like we're at Liberty and Finance right now. But anyhow, that's the deal on platinum. It will go up to at least $2,200, $2,300 probably this year. No guarantees. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just looking at history. And like I said, last time it hit its all-time high, it hit at $2,270 was March of 2008. So there's a point that you can go to for reference, for research, find out what the economy was like, everything else. It was bad back then. So if it's going to be worse, price is going to go up. And on top of that, China is going to be buying all of it. So that's going to drive the price up. It's called FOMO. We're going to see it hit platinum first, then it'll hit gold, then it'll hit silver. Because that's the way, see, that's the play they don't talk about. The run on metals. You got gold, you got silver. And they talk about, oh, you trade ratio. Yeah, that's like Republican and Democrat. There's a third party, brah. It's called platinum. It runs first. So if you buy your platinum cheap, it doubles, triples, then you convert it to gold. Gold runs up, then you convert it back to silver. Silver runs up, and you've quadrupled your money over playing just gold and platinum or gold and silver. There's a lot better plays. Hey, John Bethy, a lot better plays to be had out there if you include platinum into the play. When they say it's volatile, yes, it is volatile. It took 1 month for it to fall. Wow. Such volatility. It's almost like crypto when it'll drop like fucking $40,000 in 2 seconds. That's volatile. Platinum market, when they say volatile, I'm like, wow, yeah, to a slug, or a sloth, it's volatile because they can't move that fast. But if you can, boom, send to your computer and you keep an eye on shit, it's not that, it's volatile, but it's not fast moving volatile. You can always sell at the high because it starts dropping after the high. It took a while to come down from 1150 to 930. It didn't happen overnight. Overnight would have been volatile. So there's definitions that they use for volatility that aren't, it's not really volatile. If platinum is a volatile market, crypto is a supernova explosion market, in my opinion. You left before that. When I was in Pensacola, we used to have a running joke before Katrina hit because we found out that New Orleans was surrounded by levees and they had like gates that would shut to keep water out. And we're like, yeah, let one of them gates fail and they shut all the other gates, then it's a big swimming pool. And I'll be a son of a bitch if that didn't happen with Katrina. I mean, it was foreseen by this dumbass kid when he was a teenager. Well, there's nothing wrong with being rich, and there's nothing wrong with being wealthy. Both of them will serve you well. It's what you do. Because if you're rich, then cool, you might not be wealthy. But if you're wealthy, you might not be rich because wealth is found in friends, family, happiness, all this other stuff is included in wealth. As far as rich, that means you got a big bank account. So it's not bad. You're not an evil person for having a big bank account if you don't do evil things with it. And that requires you to actually research on where you spend your money and not fall into, all these scams they're pulling with this SCE credit rating that they give companies for not being transgender enough. And there's only 4,000 people in this little group, and they're all millionaires and billionaires, and they're like controlling all the freaking companies in the world to make us go trans. Dude, if you're in with that, then being rich sucks butt. But if you're going to fight those people, then you have to be rich because otherwise you can't fight them. Because right now they have CEOs and ownership of a lot of businesses that control the market as far as shipping and distribution. So supply chain shit, they've got their thumbs on that market and other markets, key areas of key markets they control, so they can demand people, companies follow suit. That's why you heard of that one company going trans, and then it showed a video of their CEOs and the owners celebrating and having a party. Well, that was to get their SCE, I think it is, score to go up, so they'd get cheaper prices from the companies that are involved with that, and every company signed on board to it, so it can be stopped. Yeah. I don't care to go. Anytime they bury people above ground, I'm not living there. Because it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before they start floating. Yeah, that's have you heard anything about John F. Kennedy Jr. running for president for the Democratic Party? Man, they hating on him worse than they hate Trump. I was like, sweet, this will be, let him and Trump run. We might lose a lot of our news people because their heads will explode from aneurysms. That would be cool to see. Not that I wish harm on anyone, unless they're screwing up my life. Then I don't wish harm on them. I just want them to stop, and I'll do stuff to make them stop. As is my right. I won't do anything illegal. Not worth it. Yes, JFK Jr. Wow, Kevin the Weed Man, a Republican president and a Democrat vice president. Not only would that blow the media's head, just because of the name Trump and Kennedy being those two people, man, you'd be like, you'd be watching the news and all of a sudden it'd be like heads exploding from all these liberals. It'd be cool to watch, actually. Yes, want and get more, John Biffy. Land is a good thing, a very good thing. Yeah, and that's why I think, just like what Kevin said, he just introduced that idea. I never thought of it. So all credit goes to Kevin for bringing that one up. But I never thought about having a Democrat president and a Republican president and a Democrat vice president. That would like, wow, that would that'd be interesting. Everyone would hate him. Yeah, Trump did a good job, Kevin, at draining the farming swamp by getting rid of what's known as the middleman. And here's something you don't know: during the whole time with that pharmaceutical thing, there was a billionaire, and I say was because he's dead now, along with his family, his wife and kids. They all ended up dead. He owned a or a generic drug company, a large one. And I guess he was one of the ones that benefited most from Trump's move. And this was about 3 or 4 years ago in Canada. They found his body, his wife's body, like crucified, cut open, dead, hanging over their pools. And they found their kids in their bedrooms dead. Someone assassinated them around the time that the pharmaceutical company lost the middleman that made insulin go from $5 to $500 a shot. So greed kills, that's for sure. And Trump draining the swamp, I can see where he'd be a little bit concerned about his life if they're doing that to billionaires. Because last I checked, billionaires got pretty good security systems. So what else would you like to talk about, gentle peoples? China's proven them wrong, and so Saudi Arabia. Although Saudi Arabia's man-made islands are sinking, they did make them and they did build on them for a little bit. But just like their culture, it's sinking too. And same with China, their islands, they'll sink too, probably because of bombs. Yeah, Thomas, my thought when I heard about the RFK over JFK is that they'll probably end up the same. they did it to his uncle, and his uncle was the same way. And oddly enough, his uncle JFK had issues with Cuba and Russia, and now we're having issues with Cuba and China. So it's interesting that a Kennedy steps back up again. It's just a quink-a-dink, I'm sure. So how many people out there are growing weed so they can sell it at the end of the year and get some free silver? Yeah, a lot of people's planes mysteriously crash, especially when you're going on Alaskan fishing trips. So I would never suggest that. My union had a federal investigation going on back in 2000, 2005-ish area, and they had two of our big wigs were like under investigation and going to be like testifying and shit. And they went on an Alaskan fishing trip, one of those planes that goes from lake to lake. Investigation ended when their plane showed up wrecked. So watch out for those fishing trips in Alaska. They are dangerous. I did not do that, Kevin. There must be some other moderate. Now, Was it deleted, or did you see that it was like when I put someone in timeout? It was, there's a difference there, because there might be what my belief is Ninja's son is running the camera, not all the time, but quite a bit, and he's got the total access because he's got the actual computer that's running everything. And okay, then it was probably Ninja's son that did it at the main computer, that he's actually, like what Ron's basement does. He's got this camera up here and then the computer, where I'm just running off my computer. I think Ninja's son runs a computer and can actually, he's got like the master control for the moderation of the channel, like my boss, I guess. So he probably took care of it, because I didn't see that, Kevin. Unless it's inappropriate, I do not. I've never seen any links, so it's above my pay grade. It gets taken care of before it hits the chat, because I didn't see your link get deleted, because I didn't see it show up. So I might have like a 5-second delay in when I see the screen or when it's put out to public, because it runs through the computer that Ninja Sun's on. And that was my friend. We're talking about the lightning crystal box. I'm actually working a deal right now to get it started. I'm working from home in Alabama. I'm in California, but I'm getting work done in Alabama right now. So I am working. Yeah, it could have also been YouTube. I don't know. When I see him, in Vegas, I'll ask. But as far as I know, Kevin, well, I know I didn't do it. So, and 9 out of 10 times, I'm the only moderator that's there, other than Ninja's son, who is behind the scenes of the computer, and he can do exactly what you just said without me knowing about it. It could be YouTube as well. I have had stuff, in some of these shows you watch, you'll see underneath, like my screen right here, you're seeing it. If we were talking about the monkey cheese virus, if they didn't red flag me or take it down, they'd have a big blue thing on the bottom telling you their lie. And the same as when I've noticed on financial channels, when they talk about the FEW, which I know it was backwards, but that's for my benefit that I said it that way. They'll state in a blue thing right up underneath the screen, to get factual information about, trying to tell people, giving the people the impression that whoever's talking on the screen above that bullshit is bullshit. That's a type of censorship. It's not as bad as it was, but it's still a type of censorship, and it's fucked up. Dude, I had 2 strikes, man. I did a live stream where I showed you guys some medications I got to protect myself and take care of myself under any kind of monkey bat beer drinking party thing. And within 30 minutes, I got my 2nd strike, and that thing was deleted. My live stream was deleted because I gave you guys the names of the product. So I've gone out of my way to try and help you guys. Almost got canceled totally because of it. So yes, there's big time manipulation, and Kevin, it's quite possible, because I don't think Ninja's son really cares too much what people say. I've seen him block shit out when people say stuff about me, but I don't care what people say about me, so I'll let it fly. And I've seen him take those people out, but I don't care if you say anything about me. But it could probably was YouTube, because they don't like the selling. And actually, the video I just posted on my channel. When you go to my channel, go to videos, and the videos that for Neil's World are all the geopolitical and platinum stuff. It's no kitty cat videos there. So if you just like, when you get you want to check out the geopolitical crap that I do, or the platinum crap I do, just go to my page, or whatever the heck it is, and go to videos or playlist, and go to Neil's World. Those are all the geopolitical. There's like 700 of them. There might be like 50 cat videos because last October I went kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Pops when my mom died, and I got my second strike on YouTube, and my dog died, and or stuff like that. I had a bad time, so I shot out a couple of cat videos before I changed that up and don't add them to the Neil's World playlist. The Neil's World playlist is where to look for all my good stuff. No doubt, John. My second strike left June 17th of this month. I have 0 strikes, so I can be a bad boy. But yeah, so right now I have 0 strikes. They weren't bad enough to where they're permanent strikes, but it took like 6 months, 5 months for me to get rid of them. Speaking of spy stuff, I actually have a friend, we haven't spoken like 6 years, 7 years, because he got sent to Libya under the Office of Reclamations. He was in charge of like paperwork, putting everything back in people's names that owned shit before Gaddafi was there, and then ISIS came in and started monitoring his social networks and shit. So we couldn't talk because obviously I'm a Christian, and well, he was Muslim, so I haven't been able to talk to him. But he used to send me intercepted Spanish intelligence briefs that he intercepted. I was like, dude, quit doing that. You're going to get me in trouble. So CIA might be watching that, Homeland Security or someone else. Who knows? But yeah, I used to actually get top secret spy shit sent to me. Not for our government. The Spanish government probably be interested as hell. Is that why you're not on Liberty and Finance? I think Rach blocked me too, because I see people talking to her, but I can't see her. So I don't know what's up with that one. Oh, and then same with Facebook, because she's blocked on Facebook too, and I didn't do it, so she must have done it. Meow, 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 meow. I actually do talk to cats. I was telling the cats last night, because I've been trying to catch these kitties. 2 kittens left. There's 1 now, because I actually caught them. I told the cats, I said, you tell that kitty to get in that cage, because I'm tired. I got 3 freaking cages out in 3 different properties trying to catch 2 kittens and their mama. And the Siamese one I caught this morning, so they do listen. At least to me. And if you see some of my cat videos, the big badass mean neighborhood tomcat, if you know anything about behavioral sciences, he rolls over and exposes his tummy to me. That's how much of a badass the tomcat is. Now, if anyone else tries to touch him, he's a badass tomcat. I wouldn't do it. But he comes up to me and lets me scratch him. He actually talks to me. Meow, meow, meow. They call me from outside for breakfast and shit. But I have an affiliation with cats. I'm actually, I had 6 months of my life, I was training as a tiger trainer, because the lady that owned the tiger saw I had a natural, actually, the cat, the Siberian 600-pound cat, liked me. And apparently they only like people that are, I guess, cat people. And I didn't know I was a cat person at the time. And I didn't actually know I was a cat person for probably about 10 years after that. I mean, I rescued animals, all animals. I didn't care. But yeah, that all changed when Misha came around. Yeah. Most people would have jumped back. I had a chain link fence in front of me, and then there was another chain link fence behind me, because I was in the trainer's walk-in area, and the owner, was in front of me, and we were walking by Misha's cage, and I stopped from about that far away from cage, and this 600+ pound cat comes out of its cave and starts rubbing up on this fence, and the fence goes like this, to where I was about that far away from it, and she was damn near pushing it, just leaning on it, like how cats lean on you when they pass. It was doing that. So I was like, I just started scratching her, and she loved the hell out of it. Fran looked at how she acted to me, because apparently, for people who know, it is actually true. You don't want to take someone and train them in dealing with lions and the bigger cats unless there's a natural association between the animal and the trainer. Because otherwise, I mean, those size cats are very intuitive to their surroundings and the people in those surroundings. So, you kind of got to be it's frequency, vibrations, and something else. Tesla had it pretty on track with that. So if you're on the right wavelength with them. What's up, Jake? Yeah, Ninja gave me a name. I just started chatting with him through email. See, I've never chatted with Ninja before in my life until like 2 days ago. I have no clue, Mickey. I am not there to help you. I will type in my email, and you should just be able to copy and paste. There you go. You should be able to just highlight that in blue, copy it, take it over to your emails, and when it says who to, paste, and then it should work. That is my email. Otherwise, you got a virus, and I'll do a virus check on your computer or something. Maybe, that might be worth looking at. Other than that, I can't tell you, girl. Go to the library and hop on their computer. If it works, get your computer checked. Like I said, it should be as simple as copy and paste. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jake and I communicate. And, okay. Yeah, Jake Odin and I are now exchanging garden pictures. Yeah, about this censorship stuff and how people are so docile. I keep on saying I quit every public school in America I went to, and I pretty much did. I made it through 5th grade in elementary school and 1st grade in elementary school here in America. The other 3 years I was in Europe. And then 6th grade I quit, and I had to go to private school for 7th and 8th grade. 9th grade I made it because a lot of my friends and my brother was seniors that year, and then I quit 10th grade. And I didn't get indoctrinated. And the reason why I quit wasn't because I'm a jerk. It's because I saw they were selling us bullshit. And we were supposed to suck it up and learn it. And I was like, this is bullshit. And I'm not sucking up anything. And that wasn't acceptable behavior back in the 80s for kids that want to actually learn. So back in the 80s, we started getting programmed. 40 years later, people don't get pissed when they're censored because they were programmed 40 years ago. That's all I can suggest happened to that one. Thomas. Yeah, I think it might have something to do with your dyslexia and typing, Thomas. Yeah, pretty much. That's another thing too. They do have it locked down. And how they have it locked down is they have key people in certain businesses, corporations, and in charge of certain government institutions that have control of that institution. It's not the people. There are so few motherfuckers doing what they're doing to us right now. It's pathetic. Probably 5,000 or 6,000 at the most. It's the fucking lowest amount of people you need to fucking take over a country, in my opinion. You coming up here? You want to say hi? You talking a lot. Come here. Come here. Come here. Say hi to the people. So you're on camera. Say hi, people. So I'm on camera. I'm on cameras. He was bothering me. Smoke cigarettes. You're badass, Jeffro. Yeah, non-elected officials. The appointed for life judges are actually the problem. Yeah. Well, this is a boy, so it's a good thing Spencer's sleeping. My girl that jumps in my lap's actually in the bed right now. Are you happy now? Are you content? You're on TV. You know that, right? Okay, get down. He's like, no, don't stop petting me yet, Daddy. Don't stop petting me yet. How can you be comfortable like that? How can you be comfortable like that? Thank you for stopping by, Thomas. I really do appreciate it. And for everyone, obviously, if you came in late, first couple minutes, I do my platinum spiel and everything that I've learned about platinums to spread on to you guys. And then I go into the bullshit hour. Hey, what's up, MNJ? Say that 3 times quick. What are we smoking? We are smoking. What's up, Andy? That's what we're smoking. It's my special. I made. I bred 2 plants and came up with a feminized seed. I call it blueberry muffin, but it came from blueberry muffin. It's not really blueberry muffin. It's more like purple eggs or something like that. Shake. But that was a small amount. I've got 3 of those jars, and every November they're full to the top, enough to last me a year and a half. I got 2 other jars over there. But this year I got my personal shit. I'm growing blueberry, and then I got wedding cake and apples and bananas because I want 3 different types of stuff. Yeah, my cats are very, very, very timid. Outside cats are too. They pick up on my vibe. Yeah, Jake always stops by. MNJ is the one that doesn't stop by a lot. I know you're a busy girl. You got those other channels to look out for. So, anyone have any interesting topics they would choose to talk about? I use this right here in the wintertime. I got 2 of them. Oil lamps, they work real good. Well, I guess it's okay if you don't talk. Why don't I have more thumbs up? What's up, people? You don't like this crap? Sorry, you don't have to do the thumbs up thing. Silver, yeah. Don't know about silver. I don't really do too much research into silver because everyone else does. I concentrate on platinum, and actually, I'm finding there's a group of people. I'll let you in on it later, but I can say that people I disagree with about platinum that are big names will not be at a platinum symposium. Yeah, hey, I haven't checked out any of that. I wanted that to be a surprise. What's up with this supposed coup in Russia? Anyone hear anything about that? I intentionally did not look because, well, I just don't care. I just don't care. Even though 5% of our platinum comes from there, it'll still come from there no matter who's in charge. Yeah, I know my boy James. See, I talked him into buying platinum. Actually, I didn't. I talked him into looking at the charts further than what he was looking, and then he bought platinum. So, yeah, I kind of sort of talked him into it. Of course, it's staged. It has to be staged, Eminem. What people forget, and you can say what you want about the man, this guy Putin, he was head of the KGB. Yeah, sure, it's gone. Okay, yeah, uh huh. I don't believe that for a damn minute. Yeah, that's like George W. Bush. He was head of the CIA. Those guys becoming leader after running fucking your head intelligence agency of the world, becoming a leader of a country is like a downgrade. Yeah, no, I've never understood this Ukraine war thing because back in the 80s when I was in the army, and you guys in Texas might have heard something about this, we had war games with a division of American military men that trained as much as possible like the Russians. And we had 4 American divisions, and they'd go at it 4 American divisions against the 1 American division that trained like Russians train as much as legally possible. And that one Russian division of American guys always won the war games. That's why we never wanted to get in a ground war with Russia because were better than us. And now, looking at Ukraine, I'm like, man, that is such a false front they're putting them. That's a fake war. They don't want to take Ukraine at all. Hold on here. Let me set the record straight here, Christopher. There we go. No, it's not a fake, Jake. It's like our Vietnam. Everyone calls it a war, and I apologize, John Bathy, but it was not a war. If it was a war, we could have dedicated. Our politicians wouldn't have ran things. If it was a declared war, the generals would have ran things, and when generals run things, you get effects like the 1991 war. If you allow generals to do their job, Vietnam and Korea were police actions done by NATO or EU that America had to take up, and that's how we became a world dominating power. Is we can project our force around the world. That's why I just said this the other day. As long as you can project your force and power anywhere in the world, you're going to be a world leader. The only country on this world that can do that is America. We did it back in Korea. We did it in Vietnam. We do it in Iraq. We do it everywhere. We send our military, and it's not all of our military. It's like 10% of our military. Just go there, go there, go there. So we're always don't. I'm not. Let's see. How should I state this? Always remember that when you go to make an investment, when you have to bet against America or for America, just remember that no one can beat us. You can take down the economy, so what? The military is still there, and they'll replace that economy real quick to keep that military there. We have other countries that will guarantee that because their safety relies on our military being there. So just think it through. Think it through. And then step back and look at the bullshit going on. And remember, we're the only country on this planet that actually has people in space that belong to a military service, which is our 6th branch of military. So, and we're the only ones that have that too. And there's these cool little things that you don't have to report on when you launch. They're called like titanium bars, and you can just like drop them, and they're like more destructive than a nuclear weapon without any radiation. Go Space Force. Very accurate. No energy, no fuel. Totally no radar. You're just boom. We're the only ones that can do that. Yes, we have, John. 1991 Desert Sword was declared war because I was under the direct command of Command Sergeant Major Berghoff. We do not have command sergeant majors except for in time of declared wars by Congress. We did not have a command sergeant major of the Army in Vietnam or Korea because they were not declared wars. And actually, if you look at the Iraq war, it was more of a inventory cleaning than it was anything else. We had to get rid of all of our old inventory. That's why the air war went so long. We had a lot of built up missiles. And then we had to build new ones, and that stimulated the economy. Yeah, if you remember correctly, during the last administration, they wanted to pull us out of NATO or the EU or NATO. NATO it was, I think, for a reason. That's why Germany's falling right now, because we're going to pull out of NATO. Chris, were you in the DMZ in Korea? Well, that's good for France. Every failing country in the world needs to join BRICS. Venezuela, Iran, world leaders. Yeah. Just imagine. Yeah. See, the problem with this BRICS thing everyone's excited about, Desert. Oh, you were in Desert Storm? Is the Middle East Southeast Asia? I didn't even look at my medals. There were just Foreign Service War medals, but I thought I didn't think it was a Southeast Asian or Southwest. No. What the fuck? What were you doing? Yeah, it might be Southwest. No matter. No matter. What were we talking about? See, you caught me on a squirrel moment and I lost my train of thought. That's why I lost my train of thought, Christopher. It's good blueberry. Squirrel. Oh, hey guys, what's up? Yeah, and that's another weird thing about the whole thing. They shouldn't have that either, Jake. Oompa Loompa weed. See, that's a John Bethy. That's I'm having similar issues. Uh, I can't get my records to get my VA to where it's supposed to be at because of your issue. I have a similar issue. There's no records, but whatever. I got a little bit, so I'm happy. I got enough to where I don't get fined for not having insurance. Thank you, fucking Obama. And Nancy Pelosi, we got to pass it before we read it to make it work. What, in slavery? Isn't that what, bitch? I can see why someone hit her husband in the head with a fucking dildo. Excuse me, hammer. That's what it was. Hammer. Yeah, it was a hammer. Yeah, there's some freaks out here in California. And then there's me and a few other people. No, I'm sure there's a lot of good people. Just haven't met them. They're not in my neighborhood. But much to, I can't ditch all of California. My city did go bankrupt. We're the first city in the nation to go bankrupt. So it shows you how screwed up we were to start with. And we had a mayor that broke federal law on several occasions. Actually, most of them do. And about 4 blocks down the road, for quite some time, they had loaded up about 60% Section 8 in this housing development. And by law, you can have more than 20%. But they loaded them up. And every weekend, we'd have a killing down there. And it kind of that was the evolution of starting of the screwed upness of this town. Is that one mayor was allowed to break federal law and cause shit to happen, which allowed the police union to take over our politics in this town. And now we're losing all of our services, but they're getting paid a lot of money. So much so that we're losing a lot of services because we can't afford to pay for them, like street sweepers and maintenance and all this other services that a city should have. It was Mayor Osby Davis. Mayor Osby Davis is the one. He also gave me a Good Citizens Award because I was on the mayor's hoe patrol. Because again, 4 blocks down, there was a whole crap load of whores, and I was like, no, there's kids in this neighborhood. That I'm single. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. But I was like, no, I didn't grow up like that. I'm not going to tolerate it. So we chased them all out. The mayor gave me an award. Now they're back. So I know they're controlled. I know someone in the police union's controlling that. But that's neither here nor there. It's not politics time. All right, people, we've been going for about 55 minutes. Is there any subjects you would like to talk about? Hey, you know what? I take that as a compliment, Jeffro Bodine, because Mr. Rogers was a decorated World War II veteran, highly decorated, and actually, Captain Kangaroo. Also, I think both of them actually might have got the Medal of Honor or the medal right beneath that. Yeah, the reason why they were so nice is because they were such badasses, man. They just put him in a suit and made him Hey, be nice, man. Don't get no PTSD on us, please. So he came up with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Mr. Green Jeans was Frank Zappa's dad. Huh. What's up, William? Yeah, those were the days. But we can get them back. Just for all the military guys out there, just remember that the Constitution says as soon as the government goes tyrannical, it's their responsibility to enact UCMJ. That's all I'm going to say. Oh my God, Audrey Murphy was the most badass military man that ever went into acting. All right, you're moving to Montana, Mickey? Is MNJ? Okay, you're still here. MNJ, I got something to say. Oh, Frank Zappa. Is MNJ still here? Let me check the chat here. Nope, she is not still here. Oh well. Ah, yes, she is still here. Squirrel. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh no, you talk with Stacy and Chris a lot. Tell Chris thank you for saying Lightning YouTube channel and Lightning Crystal probably wouldn't do anything because I just got off the phone with a carpenter in Florida that I hired, and I'm going to get it here, to build my Lightning Crystal box. I can't give you this other information. Here, let's no, get off there. Anyhow, I'll hold it back here. Oh wow, you can't see it anyhow. Yeah, boom, it's backwards. I just talked with the gentleman today and went over the final designs of my Lightning Crystal box, and he was like, you want holes in all sides and then you want them covered up and you want it. I was like, yep, do it. That's exactly what I want. So he's building it for me, and yeah, it lightnings all the time. If you look at a lightning map of America, and you can go online and get them, they're actually active, showing active lightning. Northwest Florida, Southeast Alabama is the nation's lightning strike capital. And my friend owns the top of the first hill off of the Gulf of Mexico in Baldwin County, 1 mile away from Florida is Escambia County, which is dead in the middle of lightning strike capital of the nation. So I think I'll get a lot of lightning strikes, and I'll be selling fulgurite. Right now, there's fulgurite crystals. They get 4-inch pieces. They sell for $250. I'll have like 2 or 3 4-foot pieces, and I'm also going to be making artwork, lightning artwork. I'm going to be taking 1/8 inch round copper wire and making designs and setting it off the side in my big sandbox. I'm playing with sand like a kid. And I'm going to stick that shit in there. Lightning rod above, lightning rod below, so the lightning should shoot straight down. It's going to be elevated off the ground like 3 foot, so I can drain the sand out to get a fuller piece so it doesn't fracture when I take it out. But I'm going to set the designs, the copper designs I put in off to the side to where they'll still crystallize and make a form. And I will be the first person in history that's made lightning crystal artwork. I'm also going to use colored sand. I'll be the first person in history to make that. Yeah, actually, it's all first. It's like my bee design. I've got a Sutherland design beehive and techniques of mobile beekeeping. It's called the Sutherland design. William, nothing is off the table. I've already thought of ball bearings in this 4x4 box. So when lightning hits it, it'll melt the ball bearings, and then I open up all my little shit, and it'll all drain away, and all I have is the lightning strike that burned hot enough to melt the ball bearings together. I'm gonna be doing my partner. It's like we're gonna be little kids again, and it's gonna be like in a making sandcastles basically. We're gonna be like, well, let's try this. Okay, let's try it. Why not? I want to do layered colored sand with those little copper pieces that I was talking about on the side to see if well, I know it'll be colored, but it's going to be interesting. No one's ever done it before, so I have no research to go off of. I'll be paving the road. Actually, I'll be tearing down the trees and pulling in the gravel to start the road. It's that new. So yeah, but yeah, you guys got my idea. Hopefully, in a couple months, I'll be making money on that. But maybe no one will like it. But I am going to have a YouTube channel because it will draw lightning, and I'm going to have a GoPros looking up at the sky, and of course I'll have to filter through, go through, but I'll be doing lightning strike channel as well. And that's MNJ why I wanted you to thank Chris for me, because all of this was him saying he didn't think it would be done. I'm like, oh yeah. I'll do it. So thank you highly. I am probably going to be very wealthy because of him. Yes, it's a lightning. Yeah. My lightning crystal channel is due to the lightning box, and the lightning box is due to fulgurite being worth 4-inch piece being worth $250. Because how they get that 4-inch piece is they stick rebar in the sand on the Gulf Coast and not Pensacola Beach, but Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, and Perdido Key in that area, and the lightning will hit the lightning rods, and then they take a shovel and they dig it out. But because it's so fragile, it always breaks. So I was like, take a cube of the sand and put it in the air and see what happens. And that was, thank you, Chris Taylor, because he really got me thinking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, it was just a thought at first, but as soon as someone said, no, I don't think so, I was like, watch me. Hold my beer. But it's all, and I started my YouTube channel because of Chris. He said I was scared. He goes, it sounds like you're scared. I was like, you don't know me yet, do you? I've jumped. Matter of fact, guy who's probably going to hire me in a month. He was the superintendent of this company in Oakland. We were building I think it was a Hilton or Holiday Inn or something like that. And the contractor wanted to fire me because I jumped from one building to another about 12-foot span, about the 8th floor level. I jumped across to go take care of some stuff that needed to be taken care of. And he caught me. He was coming up the stairs on like the 6th level. And it says, I jumped, and he was like looking up, and he ran upstairs and said, you're off the job. But Chris saved my butt in that one. Not Chris Taylor, another Chris, ironworker buddy. Yeah, I'm going to be making money playing with sand. And here's a funny thing, too. The friend of mine who's got the land, this is what I think's weird. Okay. Fucking playing with lightning's no problem. I'll play with lightning. But he wants to get an RV and go around different parts of America and set up cameras to look for Bigfoot. I'm like, okay. Well, I'll go on a couple of those with you. But, to each his own, right? I ain't going to discount nobody's. He might find him. Who knows? Yes, Christopher Bix. Actually, there is. If you look at ceramic coloring, it changes color between 400 and 600 degrees. That's why you can stick, like if you're going to kindle a piece of ceramic that you just hand spun, and you throw this powder on, you throw yellow powder on it. Yellow turns into purple at like 400 or 500 degrees for this ceramic powder. So yes, and yes, it's also on the books for sticking into the crystal box. Yes, sir. Thought about that one. I've thought about a lot of things, Chris. A lot of things. Well then, Jake, we'll put some cameras up on your property, brother. Where's that Skinwalker Ranch? Where's that at? Is that like in Arizona or is that in Texas, Jake? Well, by the way, MNJ, another side note, I'm gonna have to buy Chris dinner for inspiring me to do things that someone says can't be done. Right on. Then it's on the other side of the state, which means it's probably in Arizona or Nevada, even maybe. Well, you're not going to Vegas, MNJ? Well, if I get some money up from this lightning crystal idea, I already got land eyeballed in Alabama, southern Alabama, north of Florida, obviously not on the Gulf Coast, one county up, and then actually directly north of Florida's last county before you hit Alabama, by Andalusia area. They got some good cooking. Oh man, Andalusia's got some good restaurants. At least they had before Joe Biden's killed the economy. But people still know how to cook, so yeah, this style of food I like. I like mullet, fried mullet and catfish. Yes, I also like crawfish or crawdads, however you choose to call them, or, or miniature lobsters. And let's see, what else do I like? I like any Cajun etouffee, whether it's a shrimp, fish, or a goulash. Not goulash, goulash. I like pizza's good. I don't like Italian pizza. When you're actually in Italy eating traditional Italian pizza, I don't like that. But if you're in Italy at a restaurant eating pizza, they make it differently, and I like that way. Is it because you guys are broke? Tell Chris when he drives. Oh, he's flying. He's not going to drive. No, no, Christopher Bick. There is a fish called a mullet. You catch them with a cast net mostly, or I guess you can fucking do one of those nets that's got those buoys on them, and you can surround them. Gully net, I think. I'm not sure what kind of net that is. I know you can also throw a cast net out and catch them in schools. Oh wow, that sucks. M&J. Oh, oh, God bless you for what you're doing. Yeah. Uh, just make sure when you stick the dime in the black pea soup that she doesn't get the dime. For anyone who knows about that superstition, it's a southern thing, and it's black eyed peas actually, I think. I'll leave that one alone. What kind of livestock you dealing with? Cows, horses, mules, sheep, goat? Dude, John, catch yourself some of those mullet and fry them. They are delicious and fuck, fill your belly. Jake, take care, my friend. Uh, that's basically what I was hitting at is wins the culling, basically, for most of them. What state? You in Texas, MNJ? You know, Jake's in East Texas. See, you're in East Texas. Yeah, Jake's close to you. I think he's around Austin. But don't quote me on that. I do talk to him. Yeah, he's probably less than 100 miles away from you. Probably closer to you than Chris and Stacy. That's why I said I was unsure. I think he's like the triangle of Dallas, Houston, Austin, or however it is. He's like towards Louisiana of that. Yeah, Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah, Louisiana. I was looking at some ranch land around that way, but sorry, it's Texas. I can't do Texas. Do not like the policemen there. Had some bad experiences where I did nothing wrong, and I still got handcuffed, and I did not appreciate it one freaking bit. Right on. Yeah, I was on I-10 coming out actually to California. I was living in Florida. Jeffro Bodine. That's a good one. I'd like to have that Trans Am he had with T-top, the fucking eagle on the fucking hood. That was badass. Yeah, I imagine it was a nice smell. You know what? I never could understand why people carried livestock unless they were just transporting them, because the only thing you need if you are on a boat that's moving is a fishing line. You will catch all kinds of crazy shit. You might, even if you like shark, you'll catch shark. You'll catch all kinds of shit. Especially in the olden days when they had only sailing vessels, because all their bathroom stuff had to go somewhere, and it was all overboard. And behind that boat was Chum City. So it'd be easy as hell to catch a fish in those circumstances. But I guess they didn't have a fishing rod invented back then. That's something I might have to research. I don't know too much about fishing. Not too big into it. Not actually line and cast fishing. Eating it, I'm big into. Actually, I like I like king crab legs. Shit, there's a lot of good seafood. Of course, sirloin's good too. All right, guys, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. MNJ, thank you for talking with me. I wanted to tell you more about the lightning crystal box that I'm actually got going now because of Chris. He pushed me on that one. So I will be, if I make any money off of it, I will be buying him dinner. Oh yeah, yeah, and that's why, like I said, John, in the old sail ship days, all their stuff went overboard when they went to the potty, and there was a chum trail right behind the boat at all times. So I'm sure there were sharks behind the boat. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. It has been fun speaking with you. Again, the first about 7 minutes of every show that I do live will be the Platinum update, along with stuff that they don't mention. I get sent the shit of everything going on. Well, not everything, that by no means, but a lot of stuff going on in the Platinum world. And then I add my geopolitical knowledge on top of that, and then I come up with my thing. Be kind, rewind. All right, you guys. This is Neil's On Dynasty. Please like, share, subscribe. Be kind, helpful, and grateful, because it's better than being a jerk. And forget silver. Buy yourself some platinum at close to $900, because in 2008 it hit its all-time high of $2,270. Research on your own what happened in the year 2008 and look around you and say, will it hit its all-time high again because of the similar economic circumstances? So it's going to be up to around $2,300, and it's $900 now, and it's going to happen in a year. Buy platinum, guys. There. God bless everybody. Sorry, I'm looking for the end stream button there. I'm not going to pull a ninja and walk away and leave it going. You guys, I will see all of you on the next live stream. Hey, and you are significantly going to be happy when this happens. Just no, and also as far as volatility goes, it's like month swings. It's not like crypto. When they say platinum's a volatile market, that's for like sloths and slugs. It's not as quick as crypto. It's not going to happen in 2 minutes, but it will happen in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That's profit margin taking time. That's not volatile. That's a perfect scenario to make money. Anyhow, love you guys. Take care. Peace. Where's my damn thing? There it is. All right. I got it. Bye-bye.